Game 6 of the NBA Finals. The Detroit Pistons have had a long journey and are on the cusp of achieving their dreams. With everything on the line, they could be crowned champions with one more victory. Only one obstacle remains as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. This is the NBA playoffs, and it's up next.
The championship could be claimed right here. Folks, it is electric in the arena for this Game 6 of the NBA Finals. So glad you could join us for it. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Jackson is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Miller, and it's Jemison in at the 3. And for the Lakers, they've got Smith. Frisky is out there with Doncic. Then it's George, and it's Claxton in at the 5. Take a look at the Pistons. Here we go. Right, they're feeling good, playing like a champion, and don't want to let this get down to a Game 7.
Yeah, I like that mentality. Sure, right, your fans will be there when you win the title, but what's more important is getting the job done. You can have a parade later if you close the deal. Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Jackson against Christie. Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Pistons. The Lakers on offense. Coming to this one after losing on Sunday.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys are defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Doncic, no good.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Oh, nice to see Cunningham strike from mid-range. He obviously isn't afraid of mixing up his offense.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's the teardrop. He can't get it to go. Cunningham with some nice D. Doncic against Jackson. Shoots over Doncic. Jackson misses.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down. You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
And the dunk by Jackson.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
And here's Los Angeles now. After the basket by Detroit. Doncic, no good.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court.
Out to the right wing. Jemison, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And the Lakers making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. Thompson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Mitchell. Doncic with a screen on Jackson. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Thompson with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Jackson over Smith. That one wide left.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Trying to get something going. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
The free throw's good from Doncic. Here's Cunningham. Here's Jackson. And the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The ball movement has been fantastic. It's a big part of why they were able to get these good looks.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far this this one has not been the case for this team.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass. Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Doncic, following the bucket by the Pistons. Mitchell outside. Lots of room. And he hits the jump shot. Mitchell's got goal.
Doncic so multifaceted. A stat sheet stuffer supreme. He does everything, including dropping dimes.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away. Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
There's Jackson with the three. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Stolen by Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass. 18 points for him.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Smith outside for three. Mitchell. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Pistons lead by 13. Outside Jackson. Out the basket. Jackson's got 20.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And it's Mitchell missing. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Pistons. Cunningham on the wing. Puts it up. Jackson misses.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better than that one.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. And don't go away. We'll be... And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. And the Pistons have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. They've got Jackson. Edwards is out there with Ausar Thompson. And there's Jackson. And it's McCain in at the point guard position. Pass to Christie. No good from outside. Pistons leading by 17. Jackson passes to Jackson. Edwards with the screen. On the wing, Jackson. And 2 points for him. Thompson finds Jackson. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Pass to Barry. A three. They grab their own miss. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And now, let's give you a look at the first teams good out and taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. George is checked in for the Lakers. And Detroit with a change here, too. Miller's checked in. Detroit has gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ballgame. Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Outside, George. The Lakers moving the ball around. George sets a screen for Mitchell. Pass to Christie. Knocks down the three ball. Christie's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, great pass by Mitchell. He can run your offense, slide over to the 2 as well, giving you some great backcourt versatility.
On target from about 13 feet, the bucket from Jackson.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Thompson for the triple. Trains the three-pointer.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for him so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
On the wing, George. Bruce Ellis with the ball. Hasn't made one yet. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Jackson. And the layup is good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle with their offensive end.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Lakers with some changes. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Christie. The Lakers with the ball. Mitchell. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And bursting through inside. So difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Down it. Jackson's got 13 points now in the quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Miller sets a screen for Jackson. Buries the long-range jumper. Jackson's got 36.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Mitchell against Jackson. Misses from short range.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Boy, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Launches a three. It's hauled in by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Doncic feeling it out.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Lakers. Christie comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Walsh is checked in. The shot's good from Christie.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Jackson misses. Lakers have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And it's George missing. Four seconds left. And the layup by Jackson. Jackson's got 40 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action in just a minute.
And we thank you for joining this post.
Man, this offense is in rhythm right now. They're moving the ball, moving without the ball. Everything looks exactly.
Checking out how the Pistons That'll do it for our show tonight.
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. It's been a clinic from Jackson.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Smith is out there with George. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Doncic, and it's Christie in at the two-guard. That's the Laker 5.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
The Lakers shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. For three, the shot, no good. Detroit's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Jackson gets the bucket.
Boy, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. Stolen by Jackson. Makes it off the glass. Jackson's got 49 points in the game.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
And the rejection by Jackson. Cunningham finds Jackson. And the rejection by Smith.
Outstanding defensive awareness that time from Smith Jr. Excellent job wiping that shot away.
Detroit making a switch. Timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from Jackson.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here. And I think they've got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Jay Redick calls timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. On the court for the Pistons, Jackson is out there with Thompson. And there's Jackson, and it's McCain in at the 1 spot. Pistons leading by 22. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And again, that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming. Attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat. And wow, that's the end of an epic journey taken by both these teams in unbelievable fashion. Get the NBA title rings ready, folks, for the Pistons.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
They got the job done in a big way here in Game 6. And I think they're starting to carve their names into the Larry O'Brien Trophy.
Yeah, they should. I mean, they've got this title wrapped up. So impressive what they were able to do here tonight. The last thing they wanted was to have this series go all the way to 7 games. They had the opportunity to clinch the championship right here, right now, and they did not let it slip away.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And we've got a lineup change here for the Lakers. Trendon Watford's checked in for Detroit. That's good from Jackson. 36 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Mitchell right side. To shoot. From 18 feet away, the rebound by Watford. Now here's Jackson. Oh, and it's over. The Detroit Pistons are the new NBA champion. Oh, to be crowned a champion on the road is something else. To win and to do it with a crowd that was so emotional and so into this game. You've beaten the team and you've conquered everything that this great arena holds.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet moment for the home crowd. But our full credit to the victors and the amazing job they did to never lose focus or drive. And boy, this is the moment they've been working towards all season long. And even though they don't get to celebrate in front of their home fans, does not take away from the satisfaction.
And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.
History.
Unbelievable.
We made history. Let's go. We made history. 6.
Well, they didn't win.
Let's go.
You want to be behind the camera.
Cookie, congrats. But what about these rumors of
Look at this.
scouting the other?
Yeah.
I mean, we gotta address this.
Hey, yo, hold on.
I'm happy for you guys.
Jameson, what's up, man? That's 6 for
MP.
6. What you got to say? What you gonna say about that, man?
I mean, you.
Nah, don't tell me the great Jonathan Jameson is speechless, man. Come on, bro. That's what. Who would have known it only takes 6 straight Larry O'B's to make you speechless, man? That's crazy.
MP,
Huh?
stranger things have happened. And all I can say is I'm happy for you, buddy, all right?
Man, I appreciate it. Keep doing your
All
thing,
right.
man.
I will.
All right, 6
Watch
straight,
out.
bro. 6 straight. Hey, yeah, Jameson.
MP right here. MP right here.
Bettina,
What's next for you, MP?
6 straight titles isn't enough for you, Bettina.
What I mean is, what's next for you? You specifically. I mean, at some point, it can't just be about winning titles. You've literally done that over and over again. Do you learn something new about yourself with each one? Or do you eventually have to find new challenges to, push yourself beyond even that?
That's a great question, Bettina. I think it's a little bit of both. Every title, it plays out differently. You have your different challenges, and it's winning titles doesn't get old. You have something new to look forward to every single time. So that's why I feel like it's so hard to do what we've done, to win at every challenge that comes your way year after year after year is almost impossible, But on the other hand, to continue to evolve to those new challenges, you have to keep pushing yourself and keep pushing your limits. So if you're trying to win your 2nd title, you have to train like it's your 3rd. And if you're trying to win your 5th title, then you have to train like it's your 7th or 8th.
Well, what's it like training for your 6th?
Like I want to go home and fall asleep in my bed until training camp. Thank you, Bettina. Jonathan?
Is this the greatest dynasty in NBA history?
Yes, it is. And it's exactly how I thought it would be when I was a kid dreaming about this moment. Growing up where I'm from, it was rough. It was like you didn't have anything and the whole world forgot about you. But we had each other, and I feel like that's what helped me understand what it takes to build a dynasty like this one, because you have to overcome incredible odds just to make it out of a place like Plainview. And you can't do it alone. And that's the same thing that goes here. That's why, I mean, that's the same thing for here. That's why to get the ability to have an entire organization lock in the way that they have, you know, this many times in a row, this is astronomical. But that's what you need. And you can't, like I said, you can't do it alone. So I want to take this time to thank my organization, the entire organization from top to bottom, sincerely. And I want to thank everyone back in Plainview, Illinois. You know, you helped mold me to be the man that I am today. And no matter how many gyms that I built or libraries that I pay for, I could never thank you enough. You always deserve more than I can give. So thank you, Plainview, Illinois. Thank you, Jonathan.
It is a huge day on the Jalen Murphy Show as MP and company move into the #1 spot on my all-time NBA Dynasty list.
What took you so long,
Yeah,
Jalen?
I mean, Jalen loves jumping the gun. And honestly, they've deserved this honor for quite some time now.
You know what else I love, Toby? My beautiful and flawless Dynasty list. It is a cultural institution, and it must be treated with respect.
What's your point, Jalen?
You don't go around revising something like that whenever you feel like it. This is the single most important document in the history of basketball. Nay, in the history of the world, and you've got to be sure that you've got it right.
Or what?
Well, the world will devolve into chaos, misery, and destruction.
That's a bit much.
It's overwrought.
Yeah.
Well, you're a bit much, Toby.
Oh.
But I won't let you distract from this momentous occasion when we crown the leader of the most impressive dynasty in the history of the NBA.
It's no argument for me.
Yeah, I actually totally agree with you this time.
What do you mean you agree?
We agree.
We agree.
Yes.
We actually were.
What?
We
Very
agree.
good team, yeah.
Guys,
What?
I'm trying to create some drama here. This show's no fun when we all agree with each other.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty fun watching you have a meltdown right now.
I'm
Well,
having
you
a
both will be
fabulous
having
time.
a wonderful time when we get canceled and you don't have jobs because you can't be bothered to disagree with me. Come on. We need to regroup. We're going to go to a commercial break, and then when we come back, I need you guys to hate something that I say. Are we understood?
Hate?
Yeah, hate it.
I don't know. I can try.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Right.
Really? How do
It's
you?
going to be a heavy lift.
Okay.
All right. When we get back with the Jalen Murphy Show, there will be some epic disagreements where we all hate what each other says. Right?
Can't
Back after
stand it.
this.
No, we're not.
No. We're not going to do that.
Boo!
You earned that one.